Welcome to Just Vibes for You, the podcast that brings the stories of first generation entrepreneurs for you all. I'm your host, Jyotsna Kompalli, and founder of Event Needs. ఇవాళ మనతో పాటు ఉన్నారు దిలీప్ నూనె గారు, ఫౌండర్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్యూచర్ ఇన్ ఆస్ట్రేలియా. లెట్ us డీప్ డైవ్ ఇంటూ హిస్ ఎంటర్ప్రెన్యూరల్ జర్నీ. ఎలా స్టార్ట్ చేశారు, ఏం ఛాలెంజెస్ ఫేస్ చేశారు, ఎన్ని లైఫ్స్ టచ్ చేస్తున్నారు, ఫ్యూచర్లో ఏం చేయాలనుకుంటున్నారు, అండ్ మచ్ మోర్. లెట్ us స్టార్ట్ అవర్ కాన్వర్జేషన్ విత్ హిమ్. హలో అండి దిలీప్ గారు.
హలో అండి.
It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for taking out your time and sharing, opening a window into your life. Thank you so much.
ప్లెజర్ ఫర్ మీ ఆల్సో అండి. It's basically I'm not a podcast guy, but I will love to talk about myself. May if at all it is making some changes or something helpful for the new generation.
Yeah,
I'm really wanted to give something to them.
that's awesome. That's awesome. So, let's start from ekkada, me proper ekkada. What was your childhood like? Family lo evarevaru unnaru?
Proper born and brought up Hyderabad. Parents are from Andhra. I have a wife. She's a cosmetologist, and a daughter and a son. Daughter is studying MBBS, and
I must give you the compliment. You are the Santur dad.
no.
Yeah.
And son is doing 10th class.
Okay, that's amazing.
Small family and a beautiful family, and my father is with me.
Okay, okay. So, father ఏం చేసేవారు?
Father is a doctor. He's retired now. He's a government doctor. And my mother is a Kuchipudi artist and also scientist in NIN. She's a psychology law scientist. She has given a lot of papers across the world, and she has also been one of the founder member of Kuchipudi. And that actually gave me some of the flavor of being having some interest in arts basically. Arts ante kuda konta interest atlane kaligindi naaku, because I was going along with her when she was giving all the programs at different places. I used to help her, and that made me feel the arts has a lot of things which influences a lot of things in anybody's life and anpichedi naaku.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, అంటే అంత అకాడమికలీ టైట్ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్, డాక్టర్ ఫాదర్, ఆర్టిస్ట్ అండ్ సైకాలజిస్ట్ మదర్, అక్కడి నుంచి హౌ కమ్ యూ బికేమ్ ఆర్ ఇవాల్వ్డ్ ఆర్ డిస్కవర్డ్ ద ఎంటర్ప్రెన్యూర్ ఇన్ యువర్ పర్సనాలిటీ?
It was a very long journey, and it's not a small journey. Yes, definitely. What you said is, family is coming as a professional family. But I was always having, the inner thing, like, being an entrepreneurship or self-made man or something. It was always there from the beginning. But it all about comes up, the backup. I don't have any backup. Nobody's, there to help me out in advising what is correct, what is wrong. No mentor. I need to choose my own mentor when I have to get into the things. So it was not the easy stuff. It was a very big journey, basically.
So, what was your educational background?
So I did engineering in electronics and communication, and in Chennai.
Okay.
So it was a wonderful time. That was the time wherein I enjoyed the most. So I stayed outside, and we had because it's Chennai, you have all the Telugu people. At that point of time, we had very little number of engineering colleges in
Telugu people?
a lot of Telugu people were in Chennai.
Oh,
Yeah.
which year was this?
I finished into 1999.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's been a very long time.
Okay. So, after engineering, what was the career path? By default career path. Next enti types.
So that was a very common thing, everyone used to, ask once we complete our engineering. Before we complete our engineering itself, people will
Next
start asking, what are you doing next?
Yeah.
And definitely when we were in the engineering itself, a lot of my friends, they have gone to US, they have gone to Australia, UK for studies and all this stuff. I have, a feeling that, I need to go learn, do some job first and then go for overseas education. That was always there in my head. So I started doing some IT courses and started some networking related certifications. And I got a job in a government organization, which is Waterworks, through a consulting company as a server support engineer. That I did for some years, 1 to 2 years. During that time, I was also having inner, feeling of to be having some artistic, career. Was always there in my head. But when you are in the market, you should keep your artistic things
Yeah.
aside, and you
Yeah.
need to focus on the
Yes.
study, money earning. Is only people will only say that success is only with money earning.
Right.
That's what is the scope what we see with many people, but it's not with everyone. I understand that.
When you started your career, was that your mantra? Success is with money?
Yeah, success is money is what is when I've been feeded up with everyone. If you are earning this much, then only you are successful.
Considered successful.
Successful.
Yeah.
Even if you're told you are achieving a certain goal, is also not a success.
Right.
So it's now things are changing. So on the mindsets are changing, but it's basically who are around you and how exactly they are influencing you, what type of people you are with, and what is their influence on you. So that was there. Yes, money is where you need to, and at that time, IT was really paying well, and the people were pushing. Even though I did electronics and communication, I went into server side maintenance and system admin and blah blah blah. Then it was not really giving me happy. It is like మార్నింగ్ పొద్దున్నే లేచామా వెళ్ళామా పని చేసామా ఈవినింగ్ వచ్చామా
Yeah.
మళ్ళీ పొద్దున్నెక్కి రెడీ అయ్యామా. సో ఇట్స్ అ రొటీన్ థింగ్.
Yeah.
పొద్దున్న లేగడం సాయంత్రం ఎండ్ అవడం ఒక ఇదైపోయింది
Monday to Saturday, same grill.
అంతే. I felt something is wrong, but
How old were you when you had this?
Immediately after my engineering, I got into HR.
In your
So
early 20s.
yeah, all it is. So then my brother was already in Australia at that point of time, and he was encouraging, saying that Australia has a lot of opportunities, come down and all this stuff. So that made me also feel that why don't I venture overseas and see how it works out.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt you. How many siblings you have?
Once
Your brother, who was there in Australia.
he's been in Australia.
All right.
I think I did not cover him in before that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So when he encouraged me, then I started preparing an application for permanent residency. At that time, I felt it was easy.
Uh-huh.
So I started preparing a documentation myself, and I prepared complete my documentation because I had 2.5 years of experience, and I felt it was very easy to go to Australia. My brother was educating me. You do this, you do this, and I filed it.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I got a visa refusal.
Oh.
I spent hard-earned money because at that point of time, after my employment started, my parents were not ready to give me any funding. As you
Yeah.
said, you are only learning. You have
Yes.
to put your own money.
Yeah.
So whatever I earned, I have put up in that, and I lost everything. And I felt, what did I do wrong? And what happened wrong? I did not really understand, because the way they were refused it was a shock to me, because it was I lost my money, I lost an opportunity,
And
I lost
refusal.
time
Oh.
and a black mark.
Right.
Then I asked my brother, what is this? You have been there and you helped me out, and still I got a refusal.
Yeah.
Then he introduced me to a migration lawyer there.
Okay.
And I went, and there in Australia, for everything they ask you first money. If you have to talk to them also, they'll ask money. But my brother said, no, you have a refusal now, don't take any more chance, go and take. I took her the services, she read through the things, and she identified two small mistakes which I did, which the officer did not really highlight it, but they were real mistakes. After she telling me, I thought, oh yes, I did really this mistake.
Is it in the draft?
In the documentation what I gave.
Oh,
Then I said, okay, you are the right person. Now you file it again.
okay.
I took loan. I paid her the fees.
I can't believe for applying for visa you had to take loan.
Because you have to pay in dollars. And you will not believe, without any additional documentation request, I got a visa.
Okay. You should have treated her.
Seriously, yes. So, and I felt how important is the professional service. We feel that, the online content is really helpful, but minute things make major difference.
Back then, what was the online content you had? You barely
Still
had-
they were there, but still we were having online content. But that was where we were driving out things and understanding. And even not many people were going at that point of time. So it was easier than now.
Right.
So less competition. So I should be easily getting it, but
Correct.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
So once I got the visa, then I got a better opportunity here.
Oh.
Then I had pressure from my family, parents, that I need to get married.
Oh.
And that's
Then-
another pressure I got. So I need to go. I need to do this.
I need to get married.
Oh God.
Oh God.
It was a big questions everywhere.
Yeah.
I was not ready for marriage, to be honest. Because I always believed I should be settled, then I should get married. Of course, at that point of time, I was also having a love affair. So my wife, it was a love marriage. It was a love affair. So I was trying to avoid my parents that not to see anybody for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, and she was always also, encouraging me in whatever way I am taking steps.
Okay, I'll stop you here. Where did you meet your better half? What's her name?
Mohini. Her name
Okay,
is Mohini.
lovely name.
Yeah.
So where did you meet Mohini?
In a family gathering.
Ah, okay.
It was a family gathering, and it was surprisingly, it's basically God always, creates situations.
Where you meet.
We never thought that we will meet
Correct.
because we don't have any connections.
Yeah.
She came from a different background, different location, coming, and that was the family gathering. We met, and from there the relationship started.
Okay. It's meant to happen. Yeah. So she supported you for your decision to move to Australia?
Psychologically, mentally, she gave me a lot of support with of my decisions. Basically, whenever we take a decision, we feel, are we doing right
Correct.
or wrong?
Correct.
Are we putting on the right direction or not? And we need somebody to say, yes, you are right.
Yes.
The moment somebody say, yes, you are right, you get some courage.
Yes. Absolutely.
That is important. And
Yeah.
there are 10 people who will say, అరే ఇది కూడా అడుగుతారా అది ఈ డెసిషన్ కూడా నువ్వు తీసుకోలేవా.
Yeah.
There are so many people, they try to, give you a different type of, output.
Yeah.
So that was helping me. So I took a strong decision. I went to Australia.
You did?
Yes.
Okay. Did you get married and go?
No.
Okay.
Before marriage only, I went to Australia. I started, searching jobs, but it was real tough.
There.
Yes, I
How
was
were you
not
there?
getting a job.
So you went on a work permit?
I went on a permanent residency,
Oh.
but still I did not get a job. Working out on all the sort of scopes of what to get a job, but I was not having a lot of friends there. I was not having any connects there.
Your brother was not able to help you?
He has given me few tips, but it did not really work.
All right.
See, I will always say, for my experience and my journey, friends are the ones who give you the best.
Yeah.
Family helps you to an extent,
Yeah.
not to the
Yeah.
total extent.
Yeah.
So I was not having friends there because it was a first time in the first in the land where it was I never came.
Right.
I landed, and and money I was spending in dollars.
Dollars.
I earned here in rupees.
Yeah.
Converted. I used to calculate, if one coffee $2, into almost
Converted
50 rupees. A coffee waste karna waste. Let us skip.
Ah.
These were the things that that were happening up in that point of time.
I'm sure it must be happening with so many people even now as we speak. You know, they earn in dollars. Before they spend, they would convert it into rupees and then say, "Are ఇది అవసరమా? ఇది లేకుండా నడుస్తుంది కదా." Yeah.
We think that it's a rosy place to go, but yes, it is a rosy if you are really planning your things properly, you're having little luck, you're hard working, you're smart working, then yes. Once you are into first job, it's a beautiful country, beautiful things to get. The first job is the most difficult thing, which you need mentor to help you out. I've always felt lack of mentorship at different points of my life. So I did not get a job. I all my money is gone. After a few months, my brother said, "Do some odd job because you cannot stay for free."
Oh, yeah.
Then I thought, "Arey, leaving my nice job, coming here doing some odd job."
Odd job. Odd
Must
job
pay.
అంటే?
Odd job means a
Petrol bunk.
petrol bunk, or or working in a supermarket or restaurant or something like. I came back into India. I said no. And after I came back, I had a gap. So
How long you
I
stay?
was there almost for close to a year, 9
Okay.
months. That gap again created a problem here. Nobody was ready to help me. Neither parents, nobody is ready to help me. And all my financials are already lost. I have to start from the scratch. Then I started doing small IT support works, freelancing, which started feeding me. Through that, somehow I got an opportunity to get connected to movie field.
Okay. Out of the blues.
Out of the blooms.
Hmm.
That the director saw me, he felt, "Arey, you have that, features of a hero. Would you like to
Work.
I said, I'd never done any
Yeah.
movie and I have very little knowledge about it. But if you feel if you can help me out, if you mentor me, I can do it.
Right.
I was having that confidence. That the only confidence he liked it.
Ah,
He said, you only said that I can do it if I mentor you.
yes.
That confidence, I liked it. And he mentored me. I got, and that movie was, successfully be completed. It was in 2002, 2003. Out of 600 movies, one movie was getting released.
Okay.
600 movies boxes were inside.
Wow.
That
That's
was the
bad.
threat. That was the bad.
Okay.
And at that point of time, my movie got released. And that was just real luck.
Okay.
And that's what even my director and producer said. You have a lucky star.
Huh?
That is why we all came out of it, because if it is gone, not released, the whole money is gone.
Right.
That again, like God, it's a different
Yeah.
journey now.
Yeah.
This is gone.
You were
I
doing
got
freelance. You finished your engineering, you worked for a company, you went to Australia, you came back because you didn't wanted to do odd jobs. Now here you are doing freelancing. That's how you got connected to a movie director and then you acted in a movie. Wow. Okay.
And that movie gave me another movie.
All right.
I acted in even that. And somewhere I felt, after doing these movies, this is not my core area where I'm getting real happiness. And that industry is also a very difficult industry. It
Really?
looks to be easy,
Yeah.
looks to be rosy, but it is very difficult industry.
Oh yeah, I can absolutely resonate.
But a different type of respect the moment you are in movies.
Yeah.
And even while you're doing the movie also, you have a different type of respect. That is a total different life. And I did not really thought that is not my cup of tea. And at that point of time, even I was getting pressure from home that I need to get married.
How old were you?
25.
Okay.
So, and we had almost a very long relationship with my
Mohini.
Mohini. Then I decided, no, something has to be decided now. So I decided, I got married and then after marriage, it's again a different full stop. this industry, going to this industry is not really
Movie
giving me
industry?
money. Movie industry is not really giving me money on a regular basis.
Hmm.
And surviving is a big difficult. And now we got married. I need more money.
Was she working back then?
She was working. She was supporting a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes. I got into 2-3 friends. We combined together. We went into construction industry.
Oh.
I
Oh
got
my God, what a trajectory shift. Okay.
So we constructed a very big hall for Bharat Engineering College. We have taken the complete project, and with 3 friends, we started constructing.
Who are these friends? Were they from college?
No, they're again,
Random
from
friends.
the random friends from different places where I was in movie industry. Got some connect from there, from from a different friend. He connected somebody else. He was financing, so we all 3 worked out and started working on it.
Hmm.
It took almost 1.5 year, and the most difficult industry what I felt was that than the movie industry
The construction?
construction,
Oh.
because we need to deal with humans.
Hmm.
We need to deal with all types of labor professionals, owner, architects, different mindsets, different mentalities. You need to really know how to manage them. If you don't get into that level and manage them, you cannot really get the work done.
Oh.
And if all these things even we deliver, the management will not be happy. They'll be finding some faults, and we don't get the money, and we don't get the money we already invested. Uh, it's not so easy, so not so rosy.
Hmm. Hmm.
Uh, Construction industry, people say it is always profitable, but I totally don't agree on it. Unless and until you totally know about it, you know how to handle the people, you know how to manage your financial resources,
Timelines.
timelines,
Yeah.
and how to really manage the client. There are all so many things. If you don't know all that trade secrets or the skills, it's really tough. So that made me feel, this is also giving me a tough thing. I'm being jumping,
Hmm.
tongue.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
And absolutely into non-related sectors.
and why I wanted to come out is because we were not getting, payments, and all our monies were already spent. And that is the place where it has helped me to learn how to be patient.
Okay.
Without patience, no business can run.
Hmm.
That actually, even though I have lost a little bit of money, it has taught me so many experiences. These all experiences I would have never got it if I had have not been there.
Right.
It has taught me how to handle people.
Hmm.
It has taught me how to be patient. It has taught me how to get money from the client.
Ah.
So many things it has taught me.
So did you recover the money that you had invested?
Yes, that patience actually helped me out in recovering that money. But it took long time, but I definitely got it. They were good, but there were certain issues with the construction, and they were
Right.
not happy.
Yeah.
And this was our first project, so those issues will definitely tend to come.
True. True.
So that way made me also learn how you need to be calculative, how you need to be pre-planning, how you should be cautious of doing spending at any point of time.
Hmm.
All those things, it taught me. It was a real learning platform.
So you actually did a master's. You did an MBA degree while working.
Then I came out of this. Then I joined a educational consultancy where I was taking. They hired me as a branch manager of an educational consultancy in Guntur. So I went, shifted myself there alone, started running the educational consultancy.
You were married and
Hmm.
Mohini was in Hyderabad and you went to Guntur.
Guntur.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to travel.
Hmm.
I used to run that educational consultancy. That is where I have seen self-satisfaction, happiness.
Hmm.
That is that was actually without any choice. I went there because I was not getting any opportunity.
Right.
But when I was giving them advice, when I was making them go to USA, Australia, helping them to achieve their visas, get their visas, and the moment they get their visas, the happiness in their face.
Yeah.
And once they go there, when they discuss with me what next to be done, how to be done, and all my experiences I gained when I was there in 9 months,
Yeah.
I have gave them all those things. This is what you need to avoid. This is what you need to go through. I did not have a mentor, but I became a mentor,
True.
and that gave me real happiness. When somebody got a job, and they called me, and they, first person calling me saying, "Anna, నీకు ఫస్ట్ చెప్తున్నా మా అన్న మా డాడీకి మమ్మీకి కూడా చెప్పలేదు" అంటే that give feeling,
Yeah.
super feeling.
Yeah.
So I liked that thing. I thought, okay, this is something where I should be into. I researched a little bit more. What more I can do? What is actually lacking? I went back and saw where did I missed. When I did my own application, I had a problem. So people are not having right advice in India who can go overseas without a problem. Then I researched. I understood that there is a course of law which need to be done.
Okay.
Now you will not
So,
believe
law.
You will not believe, I mean, being an engineer, doing all this entrepreneurship,
Don't tell me you
I need
did
to study law.
Wow.
And that too, not Indian law, Australian law. Oh God, and that was a real another tough thing.
Yeah.
It was a Greek and Latin
Why
for
do
me.
you have to do law
I cannot
process?
I cannot give advice without studying migration law in Australia.
Oh,
So to be a licensed,
you need to be a certified.
certified. So if I'm learning law, then I check the law and tell them that yes, you fit as per the law.
Okay.
So that is mandatory. And it was Greek and Latin for me. I had no clue how does law really work. How to represent it, I don't know.
So, are you a lawyer now?
I did a law. I did my migration law in Australia.
Okay. Okay.
So I joined in Griffith University for migration law. I completed there. Friends have helped me out a lot. Those my school friends who were already settled in Australia, he picked me up. He gave me accommodation. He took me to the college. And that's where I saw that friends are for those people who actually help you at every point of time.
Yes.
And he paid when I don't had money for my room rent.
Oh,
That made me feel okay. When you are in a new country, friends are the one who can help you out the most.
and I believe that friends are always the angels in your life,
Yes.
Yeah.
So finished. A lot of people failed. Out of 60, 40 failed. 20 passed.
You were one of them.
I was one of the person in that 20. And what happened? I did not pass so easily. One paper I lost.
Okay.
But out of the bloom, there was a information from the university stating that this paper was having some wrong questions. So it has to be reconducted.
Oh my God. See, you manifested it. And it got.
Luck was always with
Yes.
me.
Yes. Okay.
So I wrote that exam again, I passed. So because each paper is very expensive. You have to pay in dollars. Each paper you have to pay in dollars.
I hope you didn't have to pay for this
Again, I don't need to pay.
Right.
I completed. Now have to work somewhere. So I worked under a eminent lawyer who is a Canadian citizen whose name is Mac, who is a migration lawyer as well as a regular lawyer from Canada. He has migrated to Australia. I started working under him. And that is where I understood how to create a submission, how to prepare the information, how to put the documentation for Australia.
And all this while, Mohini was here.
When he was in it.
Okay.
And she was always supporting me. That was the backbone, to be honest. And
Kids by then?
no,
Okay.
then after I completed the working under him, that inner thing was always there. I should be working by self. I should start my own business and all this stuff. And I was always having in my head, I should be in India to give this services, not in Australia,
Correct.
because I have the one who got the same problem,
Yeah.
and I don't want the coming generation to face the same problems which I faced.
Right.
So I took leave from him, and I straight away I did not start any. I started my business there for just 3-4 months, or a maximum 3 to 4 months. I was there. Was not able to really sustain myself because it was very expensive.
Uh-huh.
Because I was not getting income because I'm not working, and I'm running my business. I thought I come back into India. I came to India, started my own business by name Future in Australia. People used to say this is exactly connecting to what exactly you do.
Yeah.
Is everyone is looking for a future.
Yes.
So
the
it
name
just,
is
just
absolutely.
came into my head, and I registered it. So that's the big journey, and from there 16 years now I'm in this industry and really enjoying it.
How many people you might have placed till now?
Unlimited, yeah. Almost I can say for Australia, New Zealand itself, around 3,000 families have gone.
Wow.
And I never count the number of students. There are a lot of students who went.
So you help students also to
Yes.
apply for universities and go?
We help for students, and one of the advantage I give them is I know the permanent residency pathways. I know what are the industries in Australia. I know how exactly they take people for different jobs. So accordingly, I try to help them out in choosing the right course and choosing the right place to go. That made also make me feel happy because out of 100, I could see at least 70 people were getting into jobs.
Wow.
That is big number.
Of course.
Yeah.
70% placements is not a joke.
Yeah. And what I used to do, I was never having any mentor there, and when I went there, all these PR people who went there, they got into job because they have so much of experience. So they can be mentors. So I made them a group. I made these people to get connected to these people. Okay, you are into this industry, talk to these people. I talk to them saying, please help them out. Because they have that, soft corners saying, "Arey meek valla మేము ఇక్కడికి వచ్చాము ఆ మాత్రం చేయలేమా" అని. And they used to mentor them. That mentorship helped them very much. That is exactly made that 70% success. It was not so easy, to be honest.
Yeah.
And learning the right thing at the right place is also important. So they have learned in the right time at the right place, and they mentored, and they know how to go for the interview, how to present your resume, how
Right.
to talk in an interview. All these things they got without any payment.
True. And while you were setting up this business, did you face any challenge apart from just the law and the other things?
So many challenges, yeah. So many challenges, financial challenges, family you are away. You need to, run your show. You need to learn every day because law changes every day. Okay. And cook yourself every day, clean your things, and everyday activity.
Yeah.
And all these things, it is very tough. And I'll tell you, all these things I could do only because my mother taught me how to do meditation.
Oh, okay.
And this meditation actually also helped me out in getting patience. When I was in real agony, real problem, instead of asking 10 people, I ask myself in the meditation. And your inner voice gives you answers. And they are most of the times correct answers. That was by mantra.
Amazing. And by the way, because it was a very long journey, so ఎప్పుడైనా did you feel like giving up? అరే बहुत हो गया అని.
It was there a little bit, but that was not really going through because I was enjoying. I was enjoying this profession. So I
Were you
felt
getting enough money?
so here initially it was not money. Initially it was my enjoyment, self satisfaction, which I was getting, which is driving me more into more in that. Difficulties were not being really shown as a difficulties because I was getting a feel that okay, I'm
Doing
enjoying
good.
it.
Yeah.
That is what I want even the future generation to do it. Don't just go by what others are doing. You do things what you really like.
But the thing is, as you said that, not everybody can afford a mentor. Afford as in not in terms of money. అసలు దొరకాలి కదా మెంటోర్ చేయడానికి.
ఎతికితే దొరుకుతారండి బేసిక్గా యూ నీడ్ టు నో హౌ టు నెట్వర్క్ the moment you network you talk to 10 people you will definitely and you should be lucky a little bit
Yeah.
yes but definitely if you're doing all that yes it works out.
How many people work for you now?
18 people are working for me.
Awesome. From
And I'll tell you one more thing. I never treat my employees as employees. I treat them as my family members.
that's awesome.
So I always talk to them as family. And that is the main scope that I have my team from almost 10 years, 11 years.
Wow.
They're there with me because they're family.
True. So compassionate leadership always works.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because just because we are holding the torch or the flag, that doesn't give us any authority to demean or, overlook somebody's hard work.
See, always many times we feel that we are doing everything.
Yeah.
Because of their lives are there.
Yeah.
Their families are running. All these things it comes into your head, which actually creates an ego inside you. But this meditation which makes me say no, if they are not giving you things timely and they are not delivering it as you are delivering,
Right.
then that work is not happening properly.
Yeah, true.
So
Even I feel that, an entrepreneur is not an entrepreneur by himself or herself. There is a complete ecosystem that makes a person the entrepreneur.
absolutely.
And you give back by recruiting people, taking care of them,
Yes.
giving them progress in their career and all.
Absolutely.
And I also feel that, not everybody is bound to be an entrepreneur. It needs a lot more
Absolutely.
than being, a successful career oriented professional versus a successful entrepreneur.
One simple word for entrepreneur is, for an entrepreneur, you are an office boy and you are the boss.
Yeah.
So you should be doing everything.
Yes.
If the office boy is not coming, you should clean the things.
Yes.
You need to give water to the clients when they're coming up. You need to give them advice. You need to pay the salaries.
Yes.
And you need to do everything.
Yeah. And I think after a particular time, we don't really mind doing all that because it is your assignment, your project, your brand, and your people. So you don't mind.
Absolutely.
I
no.
think that.
The moment you feel that, that's the stop.
Yeah. So Dilip garu, మీరు decades back start చేసినప్పుడు మీకున్న qualities and after so many experiences, now that you own a business, you are leading a team, your team looks up to you. అప్పటి దిలీప్ గారికి ఇప్పటి దిలీప్ గారికి ఉన్న పర్సనల్ ట్రేట్స్ ఎలా చేంజ్ అయినాయి?
ఓ గాడ్! చాలా చేంజెస్ అయినాయండి. చాలా అంటే చాలా చేంజెస్ అయినాయి. అప్పటి దిలీప్, ఇప్పుడు దిలీప్ అసలు ఒకటి కాదు టు బీ ఆనెస్ట్. ఐ హావ్ డన్ ఇట్ ఐ హావ్ బీన్ లెర్నింగ్ ఎ లాట్. ఐ ఆల్వేస్ సే ఎన్ ఎంటర్‌ప్రెన్యూర్ షుడ్ బి ఆల్వేస్ లెర్నింగ్. There should never be a stoppage in the learning.
So can I say that 15 years back, Dilip was hardworking, and now Dilip is trained to create more leaders by way of knowledge transfer and making them as hardworking as Dilip was?
I would say yes, but more than hard working, I'm now smart working.
Yeah.
If I'm not smart working,
Yeah.
I cannot take so many positions.
So the other day I was doing a podcast where I asked the founder, how many calls do you answer? He said, Madam, around 500 calls
Oh God.
in a day. Okay. So I really want to know, because you are dealing with students, placements across the countries, how many calls do you answer in a day?
30,
Okay, which
20,
is
30.
which is
That's
fair.
maximum I do.
Hmm.
I want my team to answer.
Right.
I want my team to learn how to answer. And I will tell my clients also, they will give you information, not me.
Nice. Very good.
Absolutely.
So, ఇప్పుడు when people come to you and when you talk to them, you can actually gauge whether they are professionally వాళ్ళ సబ్జెక్ట్ ప్రెఫరెన్సెస్ లైక్ ఇప్పుడు ఐ స్టడీ సైన్స్ అండ్ ఐ వర్క్ ఇన్ ఆర్ట్స్ రైట్ ఆర్ ఐ స్టడీ ఆర్ట్స్ అండ్ ఐఎమ్ పుష్ టు లెర్న్ సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ఓకే
అసలు చాలా మంది మెకానికల్ సివిల్ ఇంజనీర్ చేసేవాళ్ళు సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ఇంజనీర్లు అయ్యారు కదండి.
సో ఇప్పుడు నేను అడిగే క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటి అంటే మీ దాకా వచ్చి ఇట్లా మా అమ్మాయిని నేను యుఎస్కి లేకపోతే ఆస్ట్రేలియాకి పంపించాలనుకుంటున్నాను, ఏదైనా సాఫ్ట్వేర్ జాబ్ చూసి పెట్టండి, ఏం కోర్స్ చేయాలో చెప్పండి, ఇక్కడ నేర్పించి పంపిస్తాం అనేసి అంటారు. ఓకే, బట్ వెన్ యూ టాక్ టు ద డూ యూ టాక్ టు ద చైల్డ్?
యా, సో ఐ విల్ టెల్ యూ, చాలా మంది నా రిఫరెన్స్ త్రూయే నాకు వస్తారండి. నా మెయిన్ బిజినెస్ కమ్స్ త్రూ రిఫరెన్సెస్. సో they call me saying that, sir, so and so person has referred me, they are already settled in Australia or US, I want to send my son. I will first talk to the parents in detail, and I'll say, you along with your son, you come down. I want to talk to both of you. I wanted to understand your inputs, I want to understand his inputs. What are your needs and his needs? And I will tell you, on almost 7 out of 10 parents, they are going with peer pressure. They're somebody working in their office, their child is gone to US, or their big brother, వాళ్ళ అబ్బాయి వాళ్ళ అమ్మాయో యూఎస్కి వెళ్ళింది, యూకేకి వెళ్ళింది, చదువుకుంటుంది, మంచి జాబ్ కొట్టేసింది. సో వాళ్ళు ఐటీకి వెళ్ళారు, మా వాడిని కూడా ఐటీకి పంపించేసేయండి. వాడు ఇక్కడ ఏం చదివాడు అంటే మెకానికల్ చదువు ఉండొచ్చు, లేకపోతే బీకామ్ చదువు ఉండొచ్చు, ఏదైనా చదువు ఉండొచ్చు, వాడు మాత్రం అక్కడ ఐటీ జాబ్ కొట్టేయాలంటే అంతే అని ఆ ఒకటే సింపుల్ ఆన్సర్ అదంటారు, దీని స్టేట్మెంట్తో వస్తారు వాళ్ళు. వాళ్ళకు అడుగుతాను, అసలు మీ అబ్బాయి వేర్ ఈజ్ హిజ్ స్ట్రెంగ్స్, వాట్ ఆర్ హిజ్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ అడిగారా? వాడు చిన్నపిల్లోడు అండి, వాడికి ఏం తెలుస్తుంది? ఆల్రెడీ వాళ్ళు సక్సెస్ అయ్యారు, సో మా వాడు కూడా అక్కడికి వెళ్తే సక్సెస్ అయిపోతాడు. దిస్ ఈస్ ద ఆన్సర్ ఐ గెట్ ఆన్ అ వెరీ రెగ్యులర్ బేసిస్. బట్ వెన్ ఐ టాక్ టు ద బాయ్స్ or girls or the children who wanted to go, there are no more boys and girls, they are almost 20, 21, 22 years age. They are confused whether to listen to what parents are saying, whether what is market is saying, that is what I have to do, or what I like I have to do. And when I ask them, what do you like, they have a big question face. Why this fellow is asking me what you like? He is not asking me what I want to study.
Yeah.
And what should I study to get the PR, or what should I study to get a job?
Right.
This is the only question is there in their heads. But I always say, there are careers which also give you that level of settlement along with what you are, inner interest is.
Yes.
It is not that there are only one particular profession which gives you that satisfaction. Like what I said in my
Yeah.
I've been an engineer, then electronics engineer that did computer science what you call job, and ended up with giving solutions and advice as a lawyer.
Right.
There is nothing what you have studied will help you out there, and straight away the employer will also think you are pickle minded.
Yeah.
You are not straight away, you're not going through your previous knowledge. Then they'll say that even a lot of civil engineers who have done IT got jobs. Yes, I don't say no, but are they successful? Getting a job is not success. Getting up in the ladder is successful.
Right. So సరే, దిస్ ఐ అండర్స్టూడ్. ఏంటి అని అంటే స్టూడెంట్స్కి వాళ్ళకి ఏం కావాలో పేరెంట్స్‌కి చెప్పడానికి ధైర్యం ఉండాలి.
అవును.
వెన్ ఇట్ కమ్స్ ఫర్ ఎంటర్‌ప్రెన్యూర్స్, ఓకే. సో, ఎవ్రీబడీ వుడ్ వాంట్ టు బీ దేర్ ఓన్ బాస్.
అవును.
పొద్దున్న లెవగానే అయ్యో! పోయి బాస్‌కి రిపోర్ట్ జేయాలి. నేనేం చేశాను నిన్న ఇదంతా సబ్మిట్ జేయాలి. ఇలా చేయాలని ఎవ్వరు అనుకోరు. రైట్? సో, ఒక ఎంటర్‌ప్రెన్యూర్ లాగా సక్సెస్‌ఫుల్ అంటే బిజినెస్ స్టార్ట్ చేసిన వెంటనే సక్సెస్ రాదు. అది అందరికీ తెలుసు. బిజినెస్ స్టార్ట్ ఎందుకు చేయాలి అనంటే ఐ షుడ్ బి మై ఓన్ బాస్. ఫస్ట్ ఆన్సర్. ఫైనాన్షియల్ ఫ్రీడమ్. సెకండ్ ఆన్సర్. థర్డ్, నేను నలుగురికి ఉపాధి కల్పించాలి. దాంతో నాకు సాటిస్ఫాక్షన్ వస్తది. యూ టెల్ మీ, యూ హ్యావ్ టచ్ బేస్డ్ ఎంటర్‌ప్రెన్యూర్‌షిప్ ఇన్ సో మెనీ సెగ్మెంట్స్, రైట్? ఎంటర్‌ప్రెన్యూర్‌షిప్ తీసుకోడానికి కావాల్సిన క్వాలిటీ ఏంటి? ఒక పర్సన్‌లో ఉండాల్సిన క్వాలిటీ ఏంటి?
రిస్క్ తీసుకునే దమ్ముండాలి. రిస్క్ తీసుకునే దమ్ము లేకపోతే అస్సలు ఎంటర్‌ప్రెన్యూరే అవ్వలేడు. ఆ రిస్క్ తీసుకున్నప్పుడు గూడా కాన్ఫిడెంట్‌గా రిస్క్ తీసుకోవాలి. డౌట్‌ఫుల్‌గా రిస్క్ తీసుకున్నా నువ్వు చేయలేవు. యూ కెనాట్ డూ ఇట్. సో, ఎంటర్‌ప్రెన్యూర్‌షిప్ అనేది ఈ ఈజీగా కనబడుతుంది గానీ, యూ నీడ్ టు బీ కాలిక్యులేటివ్ ఇన్ టేకింగ్ యువర్ రిస్క్. ఇఫ్ యూ ఆర్ నాట్ కాలిక్యులేటివ్ ఇన్ టేకింగ్ రిస్క్ ఆల్సో యూ ఆర్ ఎట్ లాస్.
సో, మీరు ఎంటర్‌ప్రెన్యూర్‌షిప్ మల్టిపుల్ టైమ్స్ మల్టిపుల్ ఎంటర్‌ప్రెన్యూర్‌షిప్ స్టార్ట్ చేశారు, డ్రాప్ చేశారు, చేంజ్ చేసుకున్నారు. సో, ఇప్పుడు దమ్ముంది ఎంటర్‌ప్రెన్యూర్‌షిప్ నేను బిజినెస్ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తా. నేను అనుకున్న అచీవ్‌మెంట్ చేయలేకపోతున్నా. దాన్ని నేను అలానే పట్టుకొని ఉండాలా? లేకపోతే దాన్ని వదిలేయాలా? నేనేం చేయాలి? ఎలా తెలుస్తది నాకు?
సీ, ఇది చాలా గుడ్ క్వెషన్ అండి. చాలా బ్యూటిఫుల్ క్వెషన్. చాలామంది ఎంటర్‌ప్రెన్యూర్స్ ఒక స్టేజ్‌కొచ్చాక దే విల్ బీ బర్స్టింగ్ ఔట్. మల్టిపుల్ థింగ్స్. ఫైనాన్షియల్‌గా, ఫ్యామిలీ పరంగా, బిజినెస్ సరిగ్గా రన్ అవ్వకపోవడము, ఆర్ పేమెంట్స్ రాకపోవడము. దేర్ సో మెనీ థింగ్స్ కమింగ్ అప్. అండ్ ఈ సిట్యుయేషన్‌లో పేషెన్స్ అనేది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. పేషెన్స్ ఉంటేనే ఆ పర్టిక్యులర్ టైంని పాస్ చేయగలుగుతాం. ఎప్పుడూ కూడా లైఫ్ అనేది అప్స్ అండ్ డౌన్స్ ఉంటుందండి. అప్ అండ్ డౌన్ ఎప్పుడు సక్సెస్ ఉంటుంది, లో కూడా ఉంటుంది. లోగా ఉన్నప్పుడు పేషెంట్‌గా ఉండి ఆ పర్టిక్యులర్ సిట్యుయేషన్‌ని ధైర్యంగా దాటగలిగితే అప్ అనేది ఆటోమేటిక్‌గా వస్తది. అది ప్రతి ఎంటర్‌ప్రెన్యూర్‌లోనూ ఆ ఫీచర్ అనేది ఉండాలి. మ్యాండేటరీ ఫీచర్ అది.
Yeah. So, let us get into a small rapid fire round. Let's understand Dilip more.
ఓకే. అంతా అడిగేశారు కదండీ! ఇంకేముంటుంది?
ఇంకా చాలా ఉందండి. భలే వాళ్ళే. So, let's take a quick question round. One word that defines your journey.
సక్సెస్ డోంట్ కమ్ ఇన్ ఎ డే.
So, patience. For you, what is more important, comfort or growth?
గ్రోత్.
What is more important to you, money or meaning?
వాట్ డూ యూ మీన్ బై మీనింగ్?
Meaning of how you are earning money or what you are doing.
మీనింగ్.
మనీ తక్కువ ఉందా సరే.
మనీ ఆటోమేటిక్‌గా వస్తుందండి. ఇఫ్ యూ ఆర్ డూయింగ్ ఇట్ ద రైట్ థింగ్, మనీ విల్ కమ్. నెవర్ రన్ ఎట్ ద బ్యాక్ ఆఫ్ మనీ. యూ డూ యువర్ జాబ్. మనీ విల్ రన్ ఎట్ ద బ్యాక్ ఆఫ్ యూ.
ओ आमिर खान का डायलॉग. सक्सेस के पीछे मत भागो, परफेक्शन के पीछे भागो,
भागो।
सक्सेस
आ-
मारते हुए आएगी.
आ जाएगी.
Nice. So, do you carry any fear being an entrepreneur now?
Fears are always there, and I'll tell you, the fear is the only major destructive thing in an entrepreneur to grow.
So, what's that one non-negotiable habit in your life?
Doing meditation.
సో ఇప్పుడు మీ పిల్లలకి మీరు ఇచ్చే అడ్వైస్ ఏంటి?
Run for your own dreams. Don't compare with others.
సో కొన్ని మీ బిజినెస్ రిలేటెడ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ అడుగుతాను. హౌ షుడ్ ఐ సెలెక్ట్ ద కంట్రీ ఇన్ విచ్ ఐ షుడ్ గో?
After you study this particular course, what is the job you can get into? From there, you have to come.
అచ్చా బ్యాక్వర్డ్ రావాలి. ఓకే.
This job I want to do,
దానికి ఏ కోర్స్ చదవాలి?
ఏ కోర్స్ చదవాలి.
ఏ కంట్రీలోకి వెళ్ళాలి? గాట్ ఇట్.
ఇక్కడి నుంచి కాదు, అక్కడి నుంచి. అప్పుడు ఆటోమేటిక్గా ఆన్సర్ వచ్చేస్తుంది.
ఫేర్. సో ఇప్పుడు ఒక ఫారిన్ కంట్రీకి వెళ్ళాలనుకున్నారు. సే మీరు ఫ్యూచర్ ఇన్ ఆస్ట్రేలియాలో యూ ప్రాసెస్ ఫర్ ఆస్ట్రేలియా, న్యూజిలాండ్.
యూరప్ అండ్ కెనడా.
ఓకే. సో ఇప్పుడు నేను ఒక ఫారిన్ ల్యాండ్లో స్టూడెంట్గా వెళ్ళాలి అని అంటే వాట్ ఆర్ ద ఫైనాన్షియల్ మసిల్స్ దట్ ఐ నీడ్ టు బిల్డ్?
I'm telling you this one point. In India, a lot of parents, they don't show all their money in income tax. This is not the trend in foreign countries.
Oh.
Every rupee they show in the income tax. So they believe what? Your income tax.
Yeah.
If you don't pay your income
Sure.
tax or show your income tax, how will that country will understand you are really rich to send your son?
ట్రూ. అది ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయడానికే డాక్యుమెంటరీ ఎవిడెన్సెస్.
ఐటీ రిటర్న్స్లో 3 లక్షలు వస్తుంది, 40 లక్షలు ఖర్చు పెట్టి పంపిస్తానంటున్నావు. మ్యాచ్ ఏడండి?
సో బిల్డ్ యువర్ ఫైనాన్షియల్
Yes.
డాక్యుమెంట్స్.
And I totally believe the moment you build your income sources, we are showing that income sources, it is helpful for you in India as well as abroad in the long run.
సో పచ్చిగా చెప్పాలి అని అంటే పిల్లల్ని బయటికి పంపించాలి అని అంటే కనీసం ఒక 4-5 సంవత్సరాల నుంచి ఫైనాన్షియల్ డాక్యుమెంట్స్ బిల్డ్ చేసుకోండి. ఐటీ రిటర్న్స్ ఐటీ రిటర్న్స్ ఫైల్ చేయాలి, ప్లస్ మంచి రిటర్న్స్, ఎక్కువ రిటర్న్స్ చూపించాలి. సో దర్ హ్యాస్ టు బి లాజికల్.
కరెక్ట్.
10th క్లాస్ చదివే పిల్లలు ఉన్నారు, 12th తర్వాత డిగ్రీకో వాళ్ళని వేరే కంట్రీకి పంపించాలి అని అంటే యూ కెన్ గైడ్ దెమ్. వాళ్ళు మీ దగ్గరకు వచ్చారు అనేసి అంటే యూ కెన్ గైడ్.
I can guide them. Yes.
రైట్. సూపర్.
అండ్ మీరు అన్న క్వశ్చన్లో ఒక చిన్న ఐ వాంట్ టు గివ్ ఎ సజెషన్. ఫారిన్ కంట్రీస్లో మాస్టర్స్ 20% ఆఫ్ ద పిల్లలే చేస్తారండి.
ఓ.
బ్యాచిలర్సే మ్యాక్సిమం వాళ్ళు. You go anywhere in the world, bachelor's is the maximum what they study. Okay, now what happens? You are studying masters there and you are applying for a job. Your boss is a bachelor's guy
ఓ గాడ్.
and you are a master's.
ఓవర్ క్వాలిఫైడ్.
What will your boss still think?
He will not employ you, he will not pick you.
Got my point.
Yeah.
So you plan your bachelor's there.
Got
Two advantages. You will be at their level. Second thing, the same boss will be your classmate also.
True.
Or boss friend is your classmate.
Oh, this is a super tip. Super tip. So I take a little liberty with you, Dilip garu. Suppose మన పాడ్కాస్ట్ చూసిన ఆడియన్స్ ఎవరైనా if they want to approach you for counseling or consultation, can I take the liberty and say that you will be taking their consultancy free of cost?
I can give, for your sake, I can give you 10 minutes free consultation.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. So, see, again, here also I pitched for all of you. If you have a child who is in 10th grade or you want to plan for your child's future education in any of the countries, please share your details with us and we will coordinate and arrange a 10 minutes free consultation for you to plan their future well. So Dilip garu, it was amazing speaking to you. But before I close our conversation today, I want to know one story that comes to your mind where you are super happy for taking their placements.
Okay. Yeah, I have multiple of that, but this is one story which definitely, touched my heart in multiple ways. There was a student who went by himself for studying in Australia. He studied masters in IT, did not get a job, was doing, odd jobs. To stay back, he again done another master's in management to stay back and extend his thing because he loved the place. Definitely, I'll say out of 198 people are liking the place because it's a freedom country, and there is no, I will say, వ్యత్యాసం లేదు. వీడు ఈ పని చేస్తున్నాడు, వీడు ఈ పని చేస్తున్నాడు,
Dignity of
డిగ్నిటీ ఆఫ్ లేబర్ ఉంది. సో అవన్నీ చాలా ప్లస్ అండ్ మైనసెస్ ఉన్నాయి. సో అతను పర్మనెంట్ రెసిడెన్సీ కావాలి. ఆల్రెడీ 6-7 years అయిపోయింది. జాబ్లోకి వెళ్ళలేకపోతున్నాడు. నా దగ్గరికి వచ్చాడు. నేను సింపుల్గా చెప్పాను, నువ్వు ఇంత కష్టపడి అంతా చేస్తున్నావు, ఇన్ని సంవత్సరాలు ఇది చదివావు, నువ్వు ఇది చేస్తున్నావు, నువ్వు ఇంకా ఇక్కడ ఉండి లాభం ఉంది, నువ్వు వెళ్ళిపో అన్నా. సార్, నేను ఇక్కడ ఉండడానికి కోసం నీ దగ్గరికి వస్తే వెళ్ళిపోమంటారంటే, ఏదో ఒకటి చేసి నన్ను ఇక్కడ ఉంచండి అన్న. ఓకే, నేను చెప్పినట్టు చేస్తానంటే నేను చేస్తాను. యూ డూ ఏ అప్రెంటిస్షిప్ జాబ్ ఫర్ ఫ్రీ ఆఫ్ కాస్ట్ ఫర్ 6 months. ఆ జాబ్స్ చేసుకో. అప్రెంటిస్షిప్ ఇన్ ఐటీ ఫ్రీ ఆఫ్ కాస్ట్ చేస్తానని చెప్పి యూ అడ్వర్టైజ్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్ అండ్ గో అండ్ టెల్ అండ్ టాక్. 3 monthsలో ఈ గాట్ అన్ అప్రెంటిస్షిప్. ఎందుకు? దెర్ ఈస్ నో మనీ టు పే, ఫ్రీ. సో హీ గాట్ ఎ మెంటర్ నౌ. The moment you're an apprenticeship, it's a mentor. He got a mentor. So atanu na మాట విన్న తర్వాత he started looking for internship. After 3 months he got an internship and he got a mentor, and he did really hard work, and that mentor recommended him for a job, and he got into the IT job. And once he got into IT job, his application got picked up in the PR.
Okay. ఇప్పుడు వచ్చిందా PR?
PR is a citizen now.
Awesome. Nice.
So he never forgets this point in his life.
పెళ్ళికి పిలిచాడా?
ఎప్పుడు ఆస్ట్రేలియాకి వెళ్ళినా నేను ఎక్కడున్నా అక్కడ వచ్చేస్తాడు.
Nice, very nice. So Dilip Garu, it was amazing knowing about your journey and the kind of influence that you can make in the lives of people. It's really, really commendable. So I wish you all the best. And this side of world కాకుండా I want all the countries, అన్ని చోట్ల ఇండియన్స్ని ఇట్లా పంపించేసి వాళ్ళ లైఫ్స్ని సెటిల్ చేసేసి గెట్ మోర్ డాలర్స్ ఇన్ టు అవర్ కంట్రీ.
అబ్సల్యూట్లీ. దానికోసమే ఇక్కడికి వచ్చి కూర్చున్నాను, లేకపోతే అక్కడ కూర్చునేవాడిని. సి నాట్ ఓన్లీ మనీ, లైఫ్ స్టైల్, and also if you see, there are so many big companies Indians are working. If they are not going to that country to look into that opportunity, they never get that.
True.
So there is a lot of scope overseas.
So I wish you all the best. And
thank you so much.
You have your heart in your business, I can clearly see it. And please continue to make impact in others' lives. Thank you so much for your time.
And small line from my side.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Your talks are really good. What I felt is when you are trying to bring things out of me or out of people, it will help really a lot of people. And it's a very good initiative what you're doing.
Thank you so much.
I wish you all the success for this.
Thank you so much, Dilip. Thank you so much. So that was Dilip Nune from Future in Australia, the first generation entrepreneur who has learned his way, paved his road hard way. And now he is giving it back to the people for whom it matters, right from the students, from families, from professionals, and making a difference not just in one person's life, but the complete family. So stay tuned for more such inspiring and motivating first generation entrepreneur stories that we'll be bringing you in future. Thank you so much. Jyotsna Kompalli signing off.